One of these days, guys, one of these days, I am going to record myself while I'm waiting for the intro to finish because I'm dancing up a storm. So one of these days, I'm going to do behind the scenes of what it looks like while I'm waiting for the intro to finish. Chat is working this time. Greatly appreciate that. So hello, Tracy. Just popping in to say hello. Aloha, ¿cómo estás? Estoy muy bien. And then welcome, Deb H. My very good friend, Sky Troop. Irene, hello, hello. We're back. We are back. Hello, Bob. Where you are lost in YouTube world. You are lost. Hello, my friend, Mrs. Sky. So, wow, what a day. I should be in a very grumpy mood, but I am not. I'm in a very happy mood. Patty is still singing my praises. She's a sweet woman. And you know, when she said that I called her and reached out and said I was a very small channel, she would help me out, she didn't bat an eye. She did not bat an eye. And I am greatly, and I will always be greatly appreciative of that. Hello, Bumble. How are you? There's Thumper. Crime and Coffee. It is safe to come. Is it safe to come here? Other places are like war zones right now. Yikes. Absolutely safe to come here. Absolutely. That outside blah, blah, blah is staying out there. Not here. Not in this community. We're not going to argue with other content creators. We're not going to any of that. This is not what this place is for. This is a safe place. This is a place where we interact with each other. This is a place where we, throw at our ideas if they're not well liked, whatever. Everybody has an opinion, and I welcome everyone's opinion. I am in a good mood. I truly am. I got some sleep last night, and I won't lie, I had a very good afternoon nap today. I have 2 more units to do, and they should be done Monday. I did all the first coats throughout the 2 units today and come home and showered, put on my PJs, and laid on my couch and had a nap. Yeah. And Sherez says, we ain't talking about content creator wars. They'll get it figured out. I ain't taking sides either. No, I'm not. I'm just not. Yeah, I have some Swiss in the family tree. I call myself Switzerland. Like I said, everybody said, I will, for the other coffee crew members, just state this. I could easily get into this battle. I will not. I've been receiving emails from these people telling me I should be ashamed of myself yet again. Guess what? This girl's not ashamed of herself. One bit. And I will never be ashamed of myself. That being said, this is about the coffee crew. This is about the community. All that. Go out the door. Stay. Don't need it here. Don't need it. But I will never, ever be ashamed of myself. Ever. Morning Feed, thank you so very much for joining me in the members only video. We will do a 3 hour. We will do a 3 hour. I said, no, we will do a part 3. And I appreciate your time very much. Any of the coffee crew that doesn't know Morning Feed, please go over to her page, like, subscribe, share. Her content is amazing. She helps find criminals. She is a warrior herself. I would really, really, really appreciate you showing her the support for her channel, for what she does. And again, morning feed, if there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Crime and Coffee, you are so appreciated. You are a true victim advocate, and thank you for offering this community. Thank you for saying that, Thumper. It is what it is. So I will say before we start, something came up, a conversation the other day came up to me from a victim advocate center about, because I'm very angry that I legally cannot name him. I legally cannot say much that would lead people to know it was him, which if they don't know it's him, seriously, guys, go get your head read. Something's wrong with you. Because I live in a small city, 40,000, maybe 50,000 now. Most of us lived here all our lives. Come on. But that being said, and I argued about this fact because I said, you're taking away my voice. You're taking away victims' voices. And I am not okay with that. I am not okay. And I want to know what or who I can speak to change this. Somebody needs to speak up to change this. Once one person speaks up, we all know what happens. Other people follow. Other people get the courage to stand up and use their voice. So she told me the only way to do this is to name him, is to go public and name him. But doing that, guess where that lands me? In jail. Then, and maybe, only a maybe, will a victims advocate agency stand up and fight for my rights. Isn't that disgusting? It's absolutely disgusting. Shiraz says, hey, Thumper, I saw your note to me on Discard from a few days ago. I just now saw it. I haven't been manning my server since Rochelle got hers up and running. Oh, we gotta show your server. We gotta get on there too, Shiraz. You're very welcome at anything morning feed. Bree is a woman that was in the Navy and she murdered her husband in their garage while he was on 911. Oh God. She admits to killing him, but she's using a domestic violence at syndrome is what that is. It's insane. Hello from Massachusetts. Hello, Melinda. Welcome. Massachusetts in the house. That's awesome. Thumper says, Shrez, oh, that's cool. I was trying to stay connected on Discard to another person I met in chat, escaping a different channel. Let me see. Oh, that's what I figured. I was like, morning feed's not saying that. A huge flock of Canadian geese just flew by our window. No lie, honking so loud, Rochelle. This is bird sign they're heading your way. No, it's bird sign that they're getting the hell out of Canada. When they go in their V formation and they're flying, I'm the one underneath screaming, no, don't go, don't go. Because that just means it's going to start, hell will freeze over. That's what it means to me. Hell's freezing over. Once they fly south, victims get an automatic life sentence with no appeal. Absolutely, morning feed. And that is what she said to me. I was like, you're crazy. Rochelle, I only activated it so that I could stay in touch with people we didn't want to lose track of. I don't know how it works. So it's pretty boring. I want people to go to yours first. I don't know how it works either, Shiraz. But Morning Feed had said something in there the other day that I can actually do lives on Discord. I got to check that out. I just get that at 6:15 every evening here in the UK. I won't go where it snows all winter. I don't want to be here either. It is the worst. I'm telling you guys. It's just horrible. I scream. And then we've got some geese that don't go anywhere. They stay. And I think those are the ones that for they're just not bright. They're the not bright ones. Because I'm sorry, if I had wings and I could easily just fly south, I'd be gone. Why they stay, I do not know. And there's not many of them. We call them our special birds. They're the special ones. Like people will actually go out and feed them because they feel bad for them. Oh, I'll have to do that. I can help if you need a Discord bot set up. I have no clue. Some days I feel smarter than Rash Bomb, and other days I'm like, oh, I don't know. But yeah, some of those birds. Why? Why are you staying? I have no idea. Like it's not that you can eat. Well, exactly. They do put signs up, please don't feed them. But you feel bad for them because there's nothing like unless they are on a snow diet, I don't know, but these darn birds don't go. It's so nice when spring comes, you start to hear birds again. Most people don't understand that that's a sound we only hear in spring and summer. Snow diet, yeah, morning feed. We have crows that fly to their crow roosts now at dusk by 100s. Has about had it with them. Morning feed, that would be awesome. It's not all complicated once you learn how to do it. You just have to figure out where everything is. Yeah. And to be honest, my son's the one that set up the Discord for me because I had no clue. You're not allowed to feed seagulls at the Jersey Shore. Get a fine. Not allowed to feed them here. Those things are a pain in the butt. I know there was some people when they were younger that tend to, because seagulls will eat everything, tend to give seagulls Alka-Seltzer. I'll leave it at that. Because those things are a pain in the butt. I had a peacock follow me home, and he's just been chilling on the front porch and giving the neighbors dirty looks. Oh, that is beautiful. Peacocks are supposed to be very good luck. I believe they're supposed to be very lucky. All right, so now that we've rambled, we came off the... I love crows, but there are only about 5 that comes here regularly to eat cashews and peanuts. I might feel differently if they were hundreds. Yeah, because you would feel like you were in Stephen King's movie, The Birds. Oh, Sky Troop, that would scare the bejesus right out of me. Am I showing my age by saying that movie? That scared me. I am still to this day petrified of birds because of that movie. I just don't like them. Irene says, back in the 90s, I had 2 seagulls in a large parrot cage. Both of them been hit and just had 1 wing. Aw. Hitchcock. Sorry. Thank you. Hitchcock. I said Stephen. I said, yeah, it's Hitchcock's. The Birds. Alfred Hitchcock. Oh, that's a bad movie. I was so scared of them. Hello, Win. Hello, Win. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm not showing my age. That's good. Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. I don't like that movie. It scared me. Then you go to Italy or England and pigeons are everywhere. And like, I was petrified. Like, these birds they just don't care. They'll come and sit on you. I'm like, no, 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 no. I love peacocks, but we had some in our neighborhood and they generated a whole lawsuit that I had to be a witness in. They're fucking, and they are loud AF. Well, what kind how did a bird generate a lawsuit? See, to me, that would be amazing, though, to live somewhere where a peacock is just roaming. Shiraz, we had them in California. They yell with a call that sounds like someone yelling for help. Oh, really? A seagull stole a hot dog right out of the bun while I was holding it. They're just horrible. They're horrible. Now, where was I? Oh, it was when I was coming back from visiting Dan's resting place. I pulled into what they call en routes on the side of the highway where you can get food, drink, whatever. And there was a bunch of seagulls, and there was this somebody, like, this is just rude. First off, you throw out a sandwich for the seagulls. You shouldn't do it, but they do. They left it in the sandwich bag. Well, that plastic's going to hurt. That plastic's going to hurt the seagulls. So here I am trying to get it out of the plastic and throw the plastic in the garbage because I thought these people are just rude. They're just rude. They're all over where I used to live in San Gabriel Valley. They're beautiful and loud. No, yeah, I guess I just seen them in zoos. So, all right, since I'm getting the marching orders from Sky Troop, I will get to the interrogation. Oh, they'll chase you for no reason. So are they equally as bad as swans? Because swans are dreadful. Those things are evil. They're beautiful to look at, but they are evil, evil birds. All right, I will present this. Oh, look up swans attack videos. They're evil. Yes, we are. The interrogation of the redhead mom.
Can I talk to my dad? It is a lot. Not the moment. So what happened after the law enforcement left the second time? I don't remember. I don't remember. Which part? After they left. When I know it, I called my mom. He was in the garage again, and I locked him out. I locked it for some reason. I think to talk to him. You locked him out for some reason, and that was to talk? I locked him out. He was in the garage. I locked him out. Okay. But he didn't. He's still in the garage. Let's open the door to talk to him. And he tried coming in, so I blocked the door, and he kicked my foot and was trying to push to go to the door. And I was trying to keep him out. And then I shot him. But he was still coming towards me. I don't think I shut the door, and I went. To get my kids, and I took them out of the house, threw them back, to go to the neighbor's house, and I saw a kid riding his bike, and I stopped him, and I told him to call 911, and then I was banging on my neighbor's door, shaking them to call 911, and to take the kids so I could go back and help him because I shot him.
Absolutely.
How many times did you shoot him, Bruce? Sure. So just to kind of...
I didn't mean to shoot him. It was at least twice I didn't mean to shoot him, but I did. And he said something, and just the look on his face. So I was like,
What was the look on his face?
he was going to kill me. And that's what I was shot up.
Where did you get the gun? And you said you came to the door. Did you already have the gun in your hands? You already had the gun in your hand when you came to the garage door? You think so?
I don't know.
Okay. It seems like it all happened pretty quick. I can definitely see that. It all happened just very quickly.
He's dead. There's.
So
I went to go help him. I couldn't get in the front door because I had taken out the batteries from earlier. And the garage door was closed, so I ran back around back. And opened the garage. He was just covered in blood. Screaming. Screaming. I couldn't open the garage door to let the neighbors in, and I did. I went over. I pulled it. I was able to open it. I was. I tried to. He was.
I believe that you tried to help him. Okay.
Was he dead? Is he dead? He was dead.
Yes, ma'am. He passed away.
Was that a sigh of relief she just did? Did you guys hear that? Where she went, sounds like a sigh of relief from a freaking crazy person.
I know that all happened pretty quick, okay? So you locked him in the garage. You came to the door.
Can I went to my dad, please?
Handle it out, okay? You gotta get through this first. This is important.
Bill.
Where's the gun normally kept so we can go get it?
It was in
Shay.
It's in the kitchen. I put it in the kitchen.
Where is it normally kept?
In my closet.
Your closet?
Yeah, we have 3 guns.
Do you guys share a closet, or is it your closet?
Exactly.
We share a closet.
Okay.
How is it normally kept? And there's kids in the house, so I figured there's a way to keep it away.
Is the shotgun is the one that's out.
Is the handgun in a safe? Is it in its lockbox? Is it in its gun container?
No, it's just up high.
It's just up high. Okay.
I'm sorry. She is Navy. She is Navy, and she has 2 small children, and we've seen the little boy. He is a go-getter. They do not lock these guns up. It's just kept up high. Don't tell me that little guy's not a timer. And the sighing, I can't get over the sighing. Like, it's almost like she's relieved, that he's gone. And then you get sighs of, like, she's frustrated with them. I don't know what's going on, Sky. It must be something new with YouTube. It must be something new with YouTube, because I have no blocks on any words. Hi, Shay. Welcome. I have no blocks on words, so it must be something new YouTube is doing. But here we go. Oh, the freaking alpaca spit right my... Oh, yeah, we have those too. We have an alpaca farm. People go just to see them spit. It's weird. Okay. I will look into it tonight and see what's going on. Exactly, Irene. The lack of weapon safety is disturbing. And she is Navy. Like, they are taught. Military are taught. Proper handling, proper storage. It might be something that kicks in after you hit a specific number of users. Oh, maybe. Because it never did it before. You said the word but. It must not. YouTube must like that. I will check and make sure they didn't change my settings on me.
So the kids can't get it. That's why it's up high. Okay. Why did you have the gun when you went to the garage door? You know?
I agree.
I just wanted to go. Why did they arrest him when I called the police? Why did they arrest him? I didn't want him dead.
I wasn't out there.
I told them.
Well, welcome to the chat, Shay. We're a friendly group. You've probably seen that.
Was he on
for my kids?
Where were your babies when this was?
Where are my babies now?
Where were they at?
They don't have a dad.
Where were they
They
at?
don't go to jail. They don't.
Hey, Bree, where were your babies at when this went down?
They were in my room.
They were in your room? Okay. Do they normally hang out in there, or did you tell them to go to your room? You're not sure. You've got 2 small ones, and then you have a 12-year-old girl. Okay, where was your 12-year-old? Where was your 12-year-old at?
With them.
They were with them in your room.
Yeah.
Okay. Was he on the phone
Did
at
you
all?
guys call? Did you call my in-laws so they can come?
We'll take care of
We
it.
will take care of it. Okay, they're gonna be safe.
Oh. Very good.
Was he doing anything when you opened up the garage door? Was he talking on the phone? Was he
I agree,
working
Patricia.
on anything in the garage? What was he doing when you opened up the garage door?
Can I please? I just want to talk about Dad.
I know you do. But no.
I don't. Oh.
We'll get you a phone, but it is real important that we get everything out of you so we know how to make sense of everything, okay?
Doesn't make sense. My husband's dead. Why did they just? Why did they just?
Because he didn't do nothing.
Well, the best that you can remember. Okay, when you opened up the door, what was your husband doing?
There's just so much blood.
I know.
I don't know. I've never seen anybody dead.
Where was he standing when you were in the garage?
No, it's just so.
Was he close to you, far away?
Help him. He should have just let me myself once ago.
Why do you say that?
Because then he would be dead.
I'm sure he didn't want you to do anything to yourself. Right?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to call it. I have to talk to my dad.
We'll get you a phone, but it is real important for us to understand your perception of what was going on with your husband.
Bree, you're the only one that could provide these details for us. Okay.
It's
I know. I know. Well, like I told you at the very beginning, okay, I think it's very important to give a voice. Okay, now's your chance to kind of tell us what happened from your point of view to kind of help explain the situation.
He doesn't have a voice.
I gotta rewind it for a sec, guys.
Help explain the situation.
He doesn't have a voice.
He says, the detective says they want to hear her voice. They want to hear to give an explanation. And her response was, he doesn't have a voice. Very weird. He doesn't have a voice. No, you took it away.
Wait, there's I thought maybe I was wrong. Maybe he was okay.
Did he have anything in his hand when you had to shoot him?
Like, I can't do this. Oh.
Well, I know it's very hard, okay, but you gotta be strong. If not for you, but for your babies. Okay, you gotta be strong. I know. Hey, but you gotta be strong. Bro, you're still a mother. Okay, you gotta be strong. Okay, you're the only one that can make light of this situation. You're the only one. Okay, if it was an accident, it was an accident. Okay, if things just got out of hand and it was a mistake, then that's what it is. But you gotta tell us something. Okay, if things just got out of hand and you made a mistake, you gotta tell us that. Okay, because we don't know what to believe otherwise. Okay, you're the only one that can provide us any sort of light.
That one's had enough.
I don't think you're a bad person. Detective Kelly doesn't think you're a bad person. Nobody thinks that you're a bad person. Okay, sometimes we do things that we let things get out of hand. Okay, and we make mistakes. It's not the mistakes that define us. Okay, it's how we move on from those mistakes. Bree,
Yep.
you gotta listen to me when I tell you that. Okay, it's not the mistakes that define how we move on from those mistakes.
Go to jail. I need to talk to my dad. I need to talk to my
Let me
dad.
just ask the one quick question. Okay, why did it happen? Bree, just tell us why it happened. That's.
What if they just arrest him?
I don't know.
When? And then he called the cops again.
Because he didn't do nothing wrong.
Why did it go down?
Or Torres.
I had to do a phone call record. Dial 9 and then you can dial up whatever long distance, whatever you have to do. Okay?
I'll give you some spots.
Can you walk in?
Yes. What time is it in New York right now?
10.
10.
Didn't he just text me though?
4, 5, 8,
Not sure.
6, 6, 4, 4, 5.
It's not a really number he doesn't understand. So let's just dial it one more time.
She wants her cell phone for a reason.
Hello?
Daddy.
Daddy.
Hey. Where are you?
I'm in an office. Daddy.
You're at the police?
Yeah.
You're at the police station?
Yeah.
All right. Whew.
I killed Collin.
I know you did. Shelly. I know you did. I'm just trying to figure out why. Threatening you or?
She said because he was calling the cops again. Yeah, but they had his phone. It was beside him. But I was like, she kept saying, well, he texted me on my phone. She was talking about her dad. So I'm wondering what might have been on that phone that she wanted to use her cell phone instead of this phone.
The kids okay?
No, they don't like. Their dad is dead. And I'm belong in jail. I'm sure I'm going to jail. I think.
You belong in the depths of hell.
So are you in now, or you're being allowed? Is this a phone call you're allowed?
Yeah, they said I could call you.
Have you? Obviously, it's early. We haven't figured out what the course of action is, but are you going to need a lawyer, or are you going to plead? Well, anyway, I'll ask you this later.
What do you think?
I
don't know, Daddy. I don't know. I don't know.
get it.
Yep.
Well, you're not going to know. I mean, this is a shock.
We had such a good weekend. He's my best friend.
Hold on. Speak clearly. No, I'm not here to.
I know.
Sorry. You have to what?
We had such a good weekend. He's
What I heard.
my best friend.
Parents said you guys had a great weekend, but for some reason, Collin started this thing last night with you. I mean, you obviously didn't put his computer in washer. We're clear on that, right?
He's dead.
He did, right?
He's dead.
Oh, yes, he is. I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. And
What, Daddy? If she had to put the laptop in the dishwasher, you would know your daughter's batshit crazy? Because she did put it in the dishwasher. Like, he laughs there about it. It's like, well, obviously you didn't put the laptop in the dishwasher, right? Your daughter's batshit crazy.
Hardy's got Kylie. You knew that, of course.
Yes.
All right. And JP and Laney are with Child Protective Services, I guess?
I don't know.
You don't know?
They wouldn't tell me anything.
All right, we'll find out tomorrow. We'll start calling. Are you with the sheriff's department?
There was a deputy here.
Okay, because I've been trying to figure out, all the police numbers, they go straight to voicemail unless you call 911.
I think it's in an attorney district, maybe.
Exactly right, Shay.
The district attorney, state.
Oh,
So guy in a suit. He asked if I would come to his office and talk to him, and so the cop brought me here.
so you're waiting to talk to somebody in their office?
I talked to them.
Oh, you did? Okay. What did you tell them? Can I ask?
Mm-hmm.
I know. So I killed him.
Well,
I tried to. I tried to help him.
You tried to help them?
I got the kids out of the house, and I went back and I tried to help him, and there was just blood everywhere.
But it's funny how she has no blood on her whatsoever. She tried to help him. We all seen how much blood was in that footage. She didn't try to help him. She'd have blood on her. Hello, Michael. Exactly. She didn't try to help him or she would have blood on her. Absolutely, Deb. There's not a speck on her. Ah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
no.
Where are, all right, I'll be able to find out the answers to these things tomorrow. We got to go out. Do you want us to come down there? Is there anything we can do? I know it's a little early to start figuring this stuff out because you're still in shock. I guess you were talking to Eric when this happened.
Is he okay?
He is. He's shut up though, as you can imagine, as we all are, not as much as you are, but everybody's just trying to sort it out, so.
Okay, I just have another quick point. This is the woman that did not want her husband to take her children to his parents because he needed to get away from her and he didn't trust her with the kids. She was so adamant that these kids are staying with me and blah, blah, blah. Her father asked her, do you want us to come down? Is there anything we can do? She knows her two little kids are in custody of the state. And she doesn't say, yes, please come here and protect my kids, watch over my kids. She doesn't give two shits about those kids right now at all. Dad doesn't even seem too surprised or sympathetic towards her. He knows her well, yeah. It's an odd conversation given the subject. I agree, Irene. What's the deal about the computer from the previous night? So she wanted to watch TV and supposedly she wanted a lot. She was annoying him is what she was doing and had it very loud. And he just said, turn it off, turn it down, turn it down, turn it off, whatever. She wouldn't. She kept going louder and louder and louder. So finally he got up and disconnected the Wi-Fi. Obviously, she was watching something. She was streaming something. So he disconnected the Wi-Fi. So what does she do? She gets up, she puts his laptop in the dishwasher and washes his laptop. Like, she was egging him on, is what she was doing. It's unbelievable.
Just, just obviously you don't want to think.
Sorry, Shay. No, she pled battered wife syndrome. That was her defense. And Shraz says, I don't understand why people get so personally involved in cases that have no effect on them. Yes, we all want justice done. It's okay to disagree on what that is and how to get there. Absolutely. It is absolutely right to disagree. Michael says, Rochelle, in case you are wondering, hoo-ah. Oh, I knew what hoo-ah meant. My son's father was in the military. Is the U.S. Army battle cry. I yell it at Sky Troop 82nd Airborne. Yeah, my son's father was in the Airborne in Canada. So every time him and his buddies, it would be hoo-ah, hoo-ah. I got that. Yeah. Every time. Yeah. I tell you, they were characters. But and no matter what, could be they agree on something or whatever. It was like a new language. Instead of saying, yeah, buddy, or whatever, it's hoo-ah. It was every time.
Think about it, but you've already spoken to the district attorney, and what was just a question about what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it a short conversation? Or did you waive your right to an attorney?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I think I need one though.
Well, you may or you may not, but yeah. Typically.
That is amazing, Shiraz. My parasocial relationship with you guys is actually more important to me than the outcome of this case. I want the person that did it behind bars, but state has to prove who did it. Absolutely. I want the victims to have their justice. I want the people guilty behind it, but I cannot allow, and we've all seen it, Rochelle did go off the handle a couple times. I cannot allow it to be my only thing where I'm so invested that I go off the handle. But I agree with that. The relationships that we cultivate in this community are way higher on that pedestal for me than I'm not minimizing the victims or any of that, but more than a trial date, more than any of that. I couldn't imagine either, especially if I knew they were guilty. I don't know what I would do.
We'll do in these cases.
Be right back, guys. I need another coffee.
So it's been too early for any type of any of this stuff to discuss, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How did the district attorney conversation end?
I wanted to call you.
He let me call you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, are you going to continue talking to him, or that's the end of the discussion?
Not tonight.
So you will talk tonight?
Not tonight, no.
Not tonight. Tomorrow, did you mention, or just don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know if Don and Torres know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. I don't either. Yeah. Keep crime, huh? Yeah. I mean, I gotta believe there was a reason it happened. Typically don't go around shooting people without a reason. He threatening you, or were you in the middle of an argument? Eric seemed to think he sounded like Collin was mocking you at the time. But I don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know either.
Well said again, Shiraz. Well said again. Reasonable people disagree. They always will. The world would be boring if we didn't. I think it's more important to disagree with facts and what they mean, not with people. I hate when the cases get tribal. I agree. 100%. Let me add myself here. What am I doing? Newbie. Patricia says, I think part of the problem with this couple is that she quite liked being married to a Marine, and when he retired, she lost respect for him. But he got out because of a head injury, right? I'm pretty sure I might be speaking wrong, but I know he had terminal TBD. Hey, Kimber, my friend, welcome. But you're right, like, and I think and another thing is, like, she couldn't get people to turn on him, because we do know from that guy on the stand where he was said that, she would tell people, my audio is behind. Thanks for explaining about computer, Rochelle. Oh, you're welcome. Poor guy can't believe she is so off and unstable. OMG, maybe DV toward him. Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree she was an aggressor.
I need to go back to the hospital.
Are they taking you to the hospital?
I don't know.
All right, well, why do you need to go back to the hospital? Are you thinking of hurting yourself, or?
I don't know.
All right. I don't know either. And this isn't so, I really don't know what I'm going to be able to do. We're just trying to be hard at this. We couldn't believe it, of course, and then it became obvious that it was true. I'm sure there was a reason. Are you in an office right now by yourself? You in there?
I'm not nice.
Okay.
Shaz, I didn't think that was a rant at all. And of course, I'll always tolerate you. I'll step off my soapbox. No, you stay on that soapbox. I think about this a lot. I agree with everything that's been going on. I agree. And it's unfortunate, but for some reason it's become the focus.
Can I, before we're done, when you're about to hang up,
Yeah.
Did you see if the district attorney can talk to me, or has he already said he can't, or he's already left?
I'm in the room by myself.
Okay.
I can ask him. I'll knock on the door.
Well, we're done. Is there more to talk? You have to talk about? I'm here to listen.
Daddy.
Daddy.
You don't, sweetie. Well, I don't have the answer for this one. This is a big deal.
I killed my best friend.
She did.
My husband, father of my kids. I just fucked up everybody. I killed him and fucked up everybody else's life.
We're just checking on you.
My dad. I wanted to know if you could talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Daddy, the guy's here.
All right. Okay, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you tomorrow if we don't
Well, she'll be present. You're on. She'll be present.
Yeah.
All right, hon. Well,
Exactly, Thumper.
I'm just trying to sort this out. I don't quite know where to go from there. So it sounds like you'll be seeing the jail staff later tonight. If you feel, I'm not sure how to plan any suggestions, but if you feel like you're going to hurt yourself, you better point it out to somebody, all right?
Yes.
There's light at the end of this tunnel. It's difficult to see at this point. But we got to get through these first few hours. The shock can start to wear off and before you do anything rash, okay?
Yeah.
You're hearing me, right?
Yes.
All right.
What about
Life is what?
Lainey and JP?
That I don't know yet. Obviously, they've been taken into some sort of protective services. So we'll have to start researching that tomorrow.
Can you guys take care of them?
Permanently?
Until I can have them back? For now? Just so they're not in a foster home? Until something else gets figured out.
Well, we're going to be involved in figuring out the process. I guarantee that. We have to talk to Torres and Don. God, I don't even know if they know yet. Don't know.
Okay.
All right, my answer was absent, as you noticed. I did not say I was going to do that. And I don't mean to upset you more with that, but
I
I'm
understand.
not ready to make. What's that?
And
But don't want to be daddy again. Morning feed. Sorry, had to call in a tip. Yes, Shrez, his defense is the worst, and I've seen them help many child predators. It's sick, but may just have be served. Look at you go. Anybody that's in here that hasn't yet subscribed to the morning feed, please go over and do so. She does amazing work, and any way we can support her is greatly appreciated.
No, you don't understand, but, yeah. Damn it. You know, I'm really pissed right now, Bree. I'm very mad at you. I know you're going through a terrible thing, but Jesus, it's so uncharacteristic. Why did you?
Anytime, my
Why
friend.
did you grab a gun? Was he gonna hurt you? What's that?
I don't know.
Are you on any meds now?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have them with you?
No.
Well, that's something that needs to be addressed. Could you bring that up to the sheriff, respectfully, of course,
Yes.
or the jail staff, if you have to wait that long?
I will.
All right. My mind is racing. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Because, you know, I'm not familiar with this situation, as you are not. All right, well, later tonight, if you get another chance, you're going to have to give up your phone at some point.
I don't have my phone.
Oh, that's right. Okay, we're on this. I said, I'm trying to think. Okay. They're good. Later, tomorrow morning, today's investigation has reached a certain point. They're going to charge you with something. You know that, obviously.
Yeah.
And whether they decide you need a secure medical facility or a jail, some sort of holding cell, you know, a jail, is going to be, it sounded like the sheriff said, depending on what you tell the jail staff.
Okay.
You know, when you're being admitted, you're gonna have to tell them something one way or the other. All right, well, when they offer
Just want to take a minute and to thank my great mods here, Sky and Shiraz. Thank you so much for posting morning feeds. Link in the chat. I greatly appreciate you guys. I appreciate all my mods. Thank you so much.
you a public defender, agree.
Thank you so much, Kimber. Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Take the public defender, a lawyer, until we can at least figure out a better way of going, okay?
Okay.
Just so we have a point of contact, so you have a representative, someone we can call and get questions answered.
Okay.
All right. I know you're in shock right now. I know this is awful. I wish there was something I could tell you to make you feel better. I don't know what it is. We got your back. We love you. In the morning, we're going to start trying to get you more answers. But the public defender could do that as far as finding out where the kids are and stuff like that. I'm sure they're safe. I don't have them here, obviously.
Yeah.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Your brother's okay. I told you he's shaking. He was, he called me. He was in a panic. Yeah, somebody else is calling right now. I don't know who it is. But, so yes, Eric's okay.
Okay.
I guess you were texting in the car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, I sent you a text too, but it must have been too late.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Well, you're welcome. Just stay calm. And easy to say, right? I'm so sorry.
I shouldn't get like this.
What?
That is nothing.
Right.
I don't know if it's worse that he's dead or that I killed him.
Are you kidding me? I don't know if it's worse that he's dead or I killed him. Are you kidding me right now?
All right. Well, let's focus on the things that Kylie's okay. She's with Artie. And the kids are okay. And we will start seeing what we can do as far as, getting them in a better situation. All right?
Okay.
All right. I will talk to you tomorrow morning.
Love you.
As far as I know, I love you. Bye.
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 Is she kidding me right now? And that was through Circus Crime. Is she that line in itself? Yeah, Crime Circus is where I got that video from. I don't know what's worse, that he's dead or I unalived him. So we're gonna. I'm just going to. Find the 911 call. Thought I had it up, but I don't. Oh, I'm doing something on the fly. Hey, Irene. Oh, oops, forgot to hit the like when I landed. Oh, darn it. I wanted to remember how to say that word. Shankla. Shankla. Sorry, guys. I thought I had the darn 911 call up. Oh, I said it right. Shankla. I have to think of the granny because she made my day. She made my day. Is it in my history? I thought I had it up. We love this channel and it's free to subscribe, ring that bell, and like. Thanks, Kimber. Granny is I'm going to butcher it. Abula. Let me see. You can see this is in my history. It's all true crime. Well, there is some Taylor Swift. I will admit I've become a Swiftie. And whoever posted this one here last night, the officer pulls over a couple minutes before fatal crash. I could not believe that. Abuela. Did I say that right? Abuela. And Mrs. Sky, oh, you Canadian, you. Abuela. Yay, victory is mine. Victory is mine. Maybe it's this one. No. Oh, the nosy Rochelle. Okay, I am sorry, guys. I thought I had it and I didn't. I know it's a short. I grew up in Gary, Indiana, and south side of Chicago. I can speak anything but proper English. I speak border Spanish. Please refer to the experts.
And how are you related to Collin?
No, it's not this one.
He's my son.
And you had prepared a statement that you would.
It's not that one. I know it's a very short one. I had it up, so I didn't have to do this. I speak kitchen Spanish. Love that border Spanish, chica. I bet you I said that right, didn't I? Chica. Border Spanish and East LA. I know enough Spanish to get in trouble. Do I have any French people in here? If you need an onion and a spoon, I got you. I know I have that darn 911 call. Do you know who Asmalti is? Maybe it's this one. Oh, I believe so. Oh, did it get taken down? Interesting, it's gone. No food, music, or cinema. That is interesting. I watched this today and it's gone. Let's see what the motion is. Yes, I know. Okay, so that's weird. Does anybody know of where else you can find this 911 call? Because obviously it's not coming up. Yeah. Dr. Barry had it. Let me go see Dr. Barry. I'm going to add them to my Spotify. I really like Los Angeles Azulas. Hey, Gerard, my friend. Hello. I'm so sorry, guys. I had it, but it's not videos. Let's see. It doesn't have playlists, so. Hi, Deb. So sorry, guys. What's going on in the agenda? Rochelle is looking for the 911 call from the Bree Kuhn case. And I had it up, but for some reason it's not playing. It's like it just disappeared. Oh, I wonder. I'll have to check that out. I don't see it. Oh, wait. Bree self-defense claim averted. No, that's 2 hours long, so it's not. Crime and Coffee is looking around. Yeah, it's looking for the 911 call. I don't even see it on his. Let me just go back and try it again over here. I watched it this afternoon. My phone is crashing. New one tomorrow. I watched it this morning or this afternoon. So I'm not too sure why you can't watch it anymore. Court TV 2 days ago. Okay, let me go to Court TV. Just have to really Court TV. Becky, did they play it in the trial sentencing? Oh, I am so sorry, guys. And this is why we only get 24 people in our lives. Because that's his mother. This one here is his mother giving her victim impact statement. She looks like one of those evil dolls in a thrift shop or a Goodwill, right? Exactly. I won't tell you what kind of doll she looks like in the bottom picture. Thanks. Rochelle, we're having a time. Don't stress. Oh, I'm not good at pulling stuff up on the fly. We could, Miss Sky says we could snark about Sarah Boone's hair and makeup motion. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? I pulled that up earlier today too. I was like, it's funny. You put in Bree Kuhn 911 call, and what do we get? We get Catherine McBanawa. I'm curious about something because I'm wondering why that's not coming up. Just curious about something.
And that's what we're trying to do.
So the video has been pulled off of Deep Dive True Crime because that's where I watched it. See if that one works. Okay, give me 1 sec. I will see. Let me see here. Bear with me. Oh, wait, I can do this. You're going to see my process. What is Collin's last name? Turner. This is my process that I go through. crimeandcoffee1976@gmail.com. This is the process I go through to get YouTube chat up. So we shall see if this works. I'll click on that. Okay, so that is going to work. So thank you, Sarah. Oh, no, that's not her. Dr. Barry, thank you so much. I will credit you. And thank you, Shiraz. Thank you, Dr. Barry. We'll We'll watch this. Let me get this up here.
So this next one is here's my trigger warning that we're gonna listen to the phone call. We should be done with it by 2:30 if anybody wanted to
Absolutely.
hop off or mute and then come back on. So this is his 911 call.
Sheriff's Office emergency.
Hi, you guys have been out to my house twice today, and then most recently the deputy talked to my wife into letting me in the house, and then she locked me in the garage, and I tried to break my arm when I was trying to get back inside.
What's your address, sir?
6184 Jenks, Jenks Drive.
It's coming soon.
She's currently got me locked in the garage because earlier she broke both of the big doors, and then when I came out here to fix it after getting in the house earlier, she locked the door behind me. Then when I tried to
Right there.
What was that?
you just shot me.
Read more time.
She just shot him. I just heard 4 shots. Sir, are you there? Sir, we need to get somebody there. He's not answering.
Wow. And then
I don't care how many times you hear that. It is just devastating. Shiraz, thank you for posting Dr. Barry's page. Please, everyone, go over, like, subscribe, share. So I will be doing that also. Oh, Gerard, I see. I don't speak French, but I swear very well in French. I swear very good in French. That's why I asked if there was any French people, so I would make sure I didn't swear in French. Oh, hello, Norma C. Welcome. Huge thanks to whoever gifted me a membership. Oh, I do. The only French I know, which is a shame because we learn it all through school, but I didn't like learning it. Oh, that is Merdi. Don't speak English, so it was an excellent year. Oh, that is equally as just utter shock and just as listening to George beg for his life. Hello, welcome back. I really like her. She's empathetic toward victims and people involved in trials she covers. She's really insightful. I will definitely be following her, Shrez. You live 90 minutes due south of Montreal. I love Montreal. I love old Montreal, and I really love old Quebec City. I do love it there. I love La Belle Province hot dogs. And I'm sure Gerard knows what La Belle Province hot dogs are. Okay. Oh my, is anybody wanting, it tickles me when you guys call me I'm. I do. And I'm sorry, people. I shorten people's names. I do. I do love the name too. La Belle Province hot dogs, or La Belle Province hot dogs. But I've been to Laval. Oh, gosh. My daughter thought she'd be sick dropping a swear word in Spanish in front of my ex, who doesn't know any Spanish, but her older brother caught her. I'm not even going to butcher that. If you are a Justice League member, yes, you can access it. If you're a coffee where you just get the the emojis and badges. Wow, I didn't know Court TV had Collin Turner on video 5 days ago. And she pleads not guilty, not with the 911 call. Now her children are orphans, all because of her. Yep. He was on the phone with 911. And like that officer yesterday, remember on the you could see the torment on his face because he was the last one there. Rochelle, I'm usually called Trisha by family and friends if you want to shorten mine. All right, Trisha. There we go. I do. I usually give people, I used to be so good with names, and I'm horrible with names now. Absolutely horrible with them. So we did that 911 calls got me just. That is the question. That is the question, because the cops told him he can just go into his house whenever he wants. Guaranteed she was waiting for that. Trying to say self-defense in this case isn't oxymoronic as Sarah's defense. No way. And this case, the only reason I really paid it much attention is because when I first heard it, she was picking stories from other true crime cases. Like I could pick out where she sounded like Wendy, where she sounded like Sarah Boone, where she sounded like, oh gosh, the other one, where she just sounded like other people. And I was just like, these aren't your stories. These just aren't your stories. Cops knew she had guns she was with in the room. They knew his gun was on his dashboard in his vehicle. Absolutely. But, her lawyer, well, what about the gun in the red truck? What about the gun? What about the gun in the crazy woman's hand? Yeah. Daddy, he says, where are you? It's just, and in her interrogation where she's like, I lost my best friend today. Well, how do you say he was your best friend, but also claim self-defense, or domestic violence syndrome? How do you, those are two different things. They don't go together. They just don't go together. Oh, that's right. Good catch, Rochelle. Co-opting others' narrative. She was, and truly was. That's why I said I would love to speak to her, because I bet you she follows true crime. Because she took on other people's stories. Yeah, she did. She said, I lost my best friend today. That's not you're locking your best friend out of the house so he can't come into his house. How is that your best friend? Like, I don't know Miss Sky and Mr. Sky except for speaking to them. And that sounds like best friends to me. And I just can't imagine. Yeah, I agree, Miss Sky. Domestic violence has all shapes and forms, but I just can't see how where she even said we had a good weekend, right? Okay, Sarah, right? Like, she was hospitalized for self-harming and things like that, but she was allowed in the Navy, so I would almost assume that she didn't have anything in writing, because you would think that that's not going to happen. Irene says, I think she has some entitlement thing. I truly think she thought she'd get away with this because of her military position. It's possible. Love and hate are very closely related emotions. The opposite of love is indifference. But when you divorce and walk away, like, I just don't. Thing is, my abuser, I would have never called him my best friend. I would have never. I put on the mask, but those words would have never come out of my mouth. Yeah, her brother was with them on that weekend. Confession for I have not been following this case at all. Thanks, guys. And it was a very short case. It is a very, like, I've never heard any specific diagnosis, and the husband's text to her ex suggested alcohol issues, what she could be using to treat her mental illness. Yep. And if he's reaching out to her ex for help, there's issues. Yep, alcohol is a recognized disease. Absolutely. But it's, like I said, it's a very short case. We did day 1. It's up to you guys if you want to do more of it, because the lawyers do go through the case very quickly. I know day 2 had the longest of witnesses. To me, it sounds like she may have been self-medicating and the family unintentionally supported, not blaming them. I agree. Placating her, right? I agree with her family placating her, not to hold them responsible by any means. Just seems like suddenly there's a plethora of cases of women redrumming their husbands for their own reasons and claiming self-defense. Listen, we got a lot of women in here, so I'm not going to feel bad at saying this. But I have a big issue with a certain movement, because it was almost giving people a free card. And I'm not, again, it makes real victims. Look at Amber Heard. She used this movement and she hurt victims. She hurt victims by doing what she did. And I blame this on that. Deb H. Oh, wow. Is that why Dad said his son was so upset and told him about the shooting? He witnessed it. No, I don't think he was there. Because she called him on the phone and said that he was kicking her and all this. Yeah, father was very chill. When you're trying to get away with murder, you'll say whatever you think will get you by. Absolutely. And Right, Deb H. Brother was on the phone with her when she shot him. Yeah, she was on the phone with her brother. He was on the phone with 911. Exactly. I thought the first time I heard it. Well, there goes actual believing. It just they make it so hard for real victims. It's just disgusting. I lost a niece to BPD 2 years ago. It's a devastating illness. I'm so sorry for your loss, Irene. Leah, did you change your picture again? That's your new baby. I just noticed. He's adorable. Has anyone been watching the P. Diddy sickness? I can't watch it. It's too triggering. It's way too triggering for me. It just seems odd that these cases are the ones that are getting all this coverage. Maybe it drives ratings on Court TV and LNC. I don't like it. They are helping push the narrative that women lie. I agree. Or there's just something in the water for, I don't know, Shiraz. I don't get it. Like lately we've been seeing a lot of it. Like I don't want, I'd hope it's not for ratings, that it's all that they're like they're picking from crimes and choosing ones like this. I hope that's not the case. Absolutely, Kimmer, they make it hard. My phone's going off. I don't know who's messaging me. It's probably Facebook. Sorry, guys. Is there more of it because those two channels are covering them, though? Though I don't know, Shrez. I'm wondering, now you're making me think, are we actually following, not consciously, like subconsciously, maybe following the lead of those two channels on what is popular, or for lack of a better word, do you understand what I'm saying? I don't mean it to be that. Or can we take it a little bit further and say the Adelson case has brought a lot of us to the thought of these women manipulating the systems and doing this stuff. I hope it's not that we're just following the leader. I hope that's not it. But says it's always been happening, but it's more easily recognized today. Irene says they're focusing on women committing these crimes. I know the statistics. This is not a new epidemic, in my opinion. But we're seeing it's. Shiraz, now you've got me thinking. Am I caught in that loop too? Am I only following the leaders? I like to be the leader. I don't like following the leader. Oh, Sky says, Patricia Burns, I agree, and the population is bigger as well as statistically there will be a proportionate increase in crime. TMF says, many of the cases I will be sharing on my channel are not reported on by anyone, and we can't get anyone to report on them. It's all about the cult following for many. So that's what I'm afraid I'm doing. So what if there are no more or no less incidents of women who lie about being abused or defending themselves? These two channels are covering those cases more. Then they would find a new section of crime to follow, and then the rest of us sheep would, like, I'm calling me the sheep, not you guys, please, because right now I'm very upset with myself that maybe I'm adding to this. Fortunately, women do lie. Worse yet, women kill their partners and babies because of social media. We now hear more of it. Following true crime in Florida allows us pre-trial public records. Other states, we only get the trials and admitted evidence then. Because I'm mostly here as American and in all different states, does everybody in the different states wish they had the sunshine law in Florida, or do you not wish for that? Oh, okay, thank you, Patricia Burns. She probably shot him not wanting to let go of him and kids when he was trying to leave with them. Very narcissistic thing to do. I think borderline, at least in California, that's their abbreviation. And also my niece had borderline personality disorder. I'm so sorry for your loss again, Irene. I think they see higher ratings when they cover these cases and cases about children. I don't like cases about children. I really don't. I'm sorry, guys. And I know I've had some people ask me to follow certain cases. I just have a hard time doing it. In all reality, when it's actually happening, no one is there. Yeah, there's a book called Sons of Cain by Peter Vronsky. It's about the history of murder from the civilization of man to today. Ooh, that sounds like an interesting book. I sure as hell do more transparency. Oh, Sky says, I wish all states had the sunshine laws. I wish Canada had it. Like, I'll even be okay with Ontario. But, oh, Irene, I'm sorry. This is new for me. Learning you can have self-harm with borderline personality disorder. Oh, that's so sad. I have no problem with open records because I follow the laws. Exactly. Absolutely wish all states had the sunshine law. TMF says you'll tailor your content to what you feel called to do over time. And you know what? And maybe Morning Feed, if you feel that there's a case that you want, then just let me know and I'll make sure. I'm in Texas and our attorney general is shady AF. Nobody gets FOIA out of that office ever. Really, Shrez? I would like to cover the Crystal Rogers case. Let me write that down. I haven't. I'll look into that. Texas here too, and yes, I agree. Norma says, "What is sunshine?" So Shay, it's a law in Florida that it's all documents are open. I just say it that because that's how I know it. But if there's a Floridian here that knows the exact definition, Florida has a sunshine law. I wish all states had it the same. I'm in Ohio. I don't know if there are more women doing this now than in the past, but the disproportionate coverage makes people assume there is. I don't like the narrative. No, I don't like the narrative either because it hurts all victims. I don't like the narrative but it would be something to look into the stats of it and see prior to, say, so within the last say 5 years. Prior to the last 5 years, what was the stats of women doing this that we just didn't hear about? I would love to come on and tell your audience about the Paula and Brandon Wade. Absolutely. You just tell me when, Tim. You just tell me when. Let me just... Oh, sorry, Michael. Good night, Rochelle. Have to wake early. Thanks for another great show. Thank you so much, Michael. Most of it was Rochelle looking for stuff. Bree shot her husband. She was complaining about domestic abuse, and her husband wanted to leave the home with the children. Is that correct? Absolutely, Louise. Yep, that's exactly it. There are plenty of cases featuring men convicts. Most recent who stabbed his GF 55 times, the Delphi and the River self-defense case. I wish all our states had it. Transparency should always be. Absolutely. I understand, Deb. I could have cared less about the rap music, but finding out how many people were involved blows my socks off. It's head shaking and mind blowing. It is, Leah. It is, and it's very, very triggering. Norma C. Amen, sister. That guy is as crooked as they come. Hate our state government, entirely controlled by the oil industry, and we can't drive out OB/GYN docs faster than we are right now. Wow. It seems to me, sorry, Armand, I didn't say hello. It seems to me the True Crime Law Tube channels often feature cases involving women for some reason. I'm wondering if it's because a lot of true crime channels are women, and I would say myself, it's because I call them out for the fact is when a woman is doing this stuff and lying, she's making it harder for other victims. I see it that way, but I don't know. So that would be something. I wish the federal courts were televised. Absolutely. Did you all know that RAP stands for Rhythm and Poetry? I did not know that. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, Shiraz, I'm glad that I'm not the only one. I'm like, please, somebody else say they're not. I see everything you're putting down, and I agree. I agree with what Shiraz is saying. It's actually making me think, like, and I can only speak for myself, but have I been following the trend? And that's it. Or am I doing something that I'm going to have to question myself on that? Shiraz always makes me think. I appreciate Shiraz. Because I'm now questioning, am I doing this for what I believe I'm doing it for, or am I following a trend? Like, I don't want to, I want to be authentic and in some ways use what I went through and stuff like that when I'm watching one of these to say, that's not right. You wouldn't do that. Or you wouldn't, there's no way you would act like that. And call it out. But, Shiraz says you can only follow cases those two behemoths make available. So it's like so it isn't like you've made a decision. Oh, you're Shiraz, you're helping me, because that I was really getting bothered by it. Shiraz, I wonder why the fact is kept under wraps, pun intended. Yeah, but choosing to ignore these cases is also a choice. It's a question you have to ask with everything you cover and decide what value you would want to add to that given case. It just takes more work because you can't rely on as much existing public info, right? That's true. Crime and Coffee, I would never question your authenticity. You are the real deal. We'll figure out which trial as we go. We here in chat can keep our ears to the ground and let you know of trials. And that's exactly what I wanted as a community, because sorry, Luis, there, you got it. As a community, because we can discuss, and TMF is going to help me figure out the FOIAs. So that way I can get our own information, and the members, the coffee crew can say, hey, this isn't being talked about. Rochelle, is there any way we can get this information? And we go and get it. Exactly. As Rochelle, you can only do shows you can get content about. But I just want to make sure. I don't want to I didn't do this channel to do cases just because it's there. I wanted to do this channel, build this community, to do cases that everybody, sorry, allergy. I apologize, guys. Excuse me. That everybody wanted to discuss, but there wasn't a place to really discuss it. And that was my goal. Miss Sky, the trial that's on the screen, up on the screen right now, this is the Bree one, the woman, blah, I can't even talk tonight. The woman that shot her husband. Rochelle, another thing that could be a factor is our own reaction to cases where women are abused. I know it infuriates me, and I imagine a lot of us here would struggle too. Yeah. And I'm huge on helping women. Someday I'll get to the point where I can help someone else. And so it makes me angry when women like Bree, like Wendy, like Sarah Boone, it just makes me I'm so furious with them. I was going to swear, but I stopped myself. Oh, good night, Kimber. I'm so sorry. Good night. Good night, Gerard. Yeah, I am not doing P. Diddy, although others may be. Rochelle is. So, in my opinion, I don't think you're following the crowd. I can't do that case. I just can't. I don't know if, I don't even think New York will televise that case. I just can't. I think it's a reset. I will say this. I think it's a huge reset, Hollywood reset. I can't imagine the names that are going down with this, but I can't do that case. Miss Skytroop, what is on her screen is Dr. Patricia Barry's coverage of trial we're watching. We found the 911 call there. Thank you, Shiraz. Yeah, I just can't. I'm sorry. Anybody that does want to follow that case, Crimes Untangled is following it. There's hundreds of channels out there doing it. I just cannot. Oh, it's federal. It's federal, so it won't be televised. I wasn't sure if they'd make an example and allow it, but Shay says, Rochelle, can you cover Alexandra Brobier and Jesse unavailers of Amanda? Ooh, let me write that down. I'll look into it for you. Has that case already started? I like the cases that people aren't. Sherez, every time you always make me think, and I appreciate that. I truly do. It's almost like Shiraz is throwing chonkalas at me. Yes, it has ended. Okay, well, we can look back at it. Because I honestly, Shay, I haven't heard of it. We have the Sarah Boone coming up. We will follow that one through. Oh, you don't have to thank me. I'll look into it, absolutely. So we have Sarah Boone coming up. I think this has been more of a chit-chat tonight than anything. Sorry, guys. I honestly thought her interview was going to be a lot longer than what it was. Just make sure. My cousin was Mandy. Whoa. Shay, are you saying your cousin was one of the victims? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Shay, I'm so sorry. You know what? We will bring attention to it. I am so sorry for your loss. Deborah H., Crystal Rogers. I wrote her down, goes to trial in November. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shay. Let me just see something. I'm adding, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm writing your cousin's name down. As you can see, I keep adding names to the description page of every show I do, guys. And Alexander was the son of the judge in that town. Oh my goodness. I'm going to add your cousin's name to that list, and she will always be on that list. You will, on the description of this channel, you will see, let me just go here. Give me 1 second. She's going on there right now. I'm keeping a list on my description page of all people that have been a victim. And she is now there, and she will stay there for as long as I have this channel. Shay, do you know what county, state the trial is in. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to Yama, Arizona. Or Yoma. Somebody's going to make fun of me again. Oh, somewhat Deb H. I had another cousin. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry for your loss. Oh my goodness. You just want Yoma. You just want to make fun of me, Sky Troop. Sweet Crime Valley Batman. Oh, wow. You ma. You ma. Rochelle, thank you. I looked horrible online for this court on the Livers trial. I just looked it up too, and I can't find. There's nothing. Let me just see. But Arizona doesn't televise their trials, do they? I don't know that, Patricia, about Ballin. Let me just see, because I didn't think. No, they don't. But we do our very own Crimes Untangled lives in Arizona, so she might be able to dig us up some. Deb H. And we can look into that. See, Shay, do you live in Arizona? Were you able to go? Thank you, Shay. Thank you very much. Were you able to go to the trials? Wow, the last 2 nights we've had hard. There must be, Who's doing lives out there? Who is busy tonight? Because we have had hardly anybody in here. Well, there we go. Steinbeck's on. Yep, Carl's live. That explains everything about justice crisis in Tallahassee. Steinbeck is on. That is why. Did he just start? How long's he been in? He's over an hour. I really need to gear it around Steinbeck, but you never know when he's going live. So I guess we'll just call this an early night, guys, because there's no need to try to fight Carl. I don't want to fight Carl anyway. I do the same thing. I'm like, what did he just say? And I'll go back, or I'll miss a question. I'll be making a coffee or something. I'll miss a question. And I really want to hear the answer to it. So I go back and because I really listen to Carl. I really do. But that being said, guys, what I do want to say, and I'm grateful for this community because we don't get in the weeds. And I want to thank you all for that. No matter what is going on outside of our little community we have here, we don't bring it in. And I just want to thank everybody for that, because we just don't need, everybody's got something going on in their lives. Everybody's got stuff. We just don't need to add any more to it. And here we can just speak our minds. You know, if we don't like what somebody says, we don't go at each other. You know, and that's what I like about it. And I want to thank you all for that. Rochelle, I've sent you an email of an article of the case. Oh, thank you so much, Patricia. Are you going to cover the Jared Brigham case out of Florida? Huge case. Yes, I am. I'm trying to get a calendar together, Becky, so I can figure out my outside life and then my YouTube life and try to get it all balanced. So I said aloha and then got sidetracked. That's okay. That's okay, Tracy. We're glad you're here. Okay, Patricia Burns, I forgot I had my pick on avatar icon. I was wondering how you knew. Shrez, I'm trying to find trial for Simon Alexander Berber, and only one Arizona newspaper comes up. Wow. But you also said he was the son of a judge. So to me, that sounds like there's a lot of sweeping that under the carpet. Shay, have you seen the episode that Mr. Ballin did on your sister's case? Mr. Ballin. I haven't heard of Mr. Ballin. Thanks for emailing her article, Patricia Burns. Did Crimes Hello, Crimes Untangled. The newspaper article is archived and behind a paywall. And sorry, Shay, I didn't ask, or I didn't see you if you replied. Were you able to go to the trial? The judge was sure was the reason Alex didn't get a harsher sentence. That's just, the article by Chuck is amazing. And Shay, I'm adding your other cousin also to the list, just so you know. And that goes for anybody in the coffee crew that if you have somebody that needs to have their name remembered and there's not a televised case or a case that we follow or whatever, please let me know and their name will go on that list. I want their names always to be remembered. I'm going to that article right now. I haven't got it yet, Patricia. Shay, he focuses more on how deranged the criminal is, so he might not treat the case as carefully as I'd like to see. They do a lot of this without victims in mind. That's the problem, right? Chuck is Mandy's dad, Patricia Burns. Becky says, when I was a child, my father's sister was murdered, and then my mother's brother was murdered. That's how I got interested in true crime. If you want me to add their names, I will, Becky. There are many, many silent heroes, the ones who lost their lives and then donated their organs for someone else to live. Absolutely, Tracy. Oh. You Googled the name and came up. I Googled it too. And nothing came up. I just want their names to always be in our minds. So, morning feed. Thank you. I got those templates. I greatly appreciate it. Deb says, add my brother, please. Timothy Newton never brought anyone to justice. Oh my goodness. I will definitely. They'll always be there. Like I said, for as long as I have this channel, they will always be there. I'm so sorry, Deb, for your loss. So sorry. Oh. My coworker friend Chris Porter was murdered and it is unsolved to this day. I'm adding Chris to our list. Patricia says, my nephew went missing in 2016. He's still missing, but we have now found out he was murdered, but we cannot get into investigation to it being abroad. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patricia. Being abroad, so on this side of the pond? Patricia? Tracy, absolutely. Absolutely. I pray for those who have been taken way too soon every single night. It's there's just no words for it. There's just no words. None whatsoever. I'm going to save this. I see somebody. Okay. Did I add? Let me just see if I added. Yes, I did. Okay. Cancel. There we go. Sky Troop. Sorry about Chris. I hope someone is calling detective on his case, even if cold, to keep it on top of them. There are a lot of us in here that have lost someone to crime. I think that's what brings us, a lot of us here. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Yep. I think that's why we all found each other. I'm in the UK and he was, in Turkey, in a place called, I'll butcher it. Yeah, so when you said abroad, I thought maybe you were talking across the pond here. I thought that's... Oh, wow, morning feed. Wow, so many of us have been touched by unaliving. My uncle's death in Lake Tahoe was never looked into. He was gay with alcohol issues. Not even my family looked into it. He was 27. Oh, I'm so sorry, Irene. I'm so sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter any of that. If we're taken away too soon, like, those things shouldn't matter. We are still human. We are still a person that, who knows, right? Who knows what they would have done, what magic they would have brought to this earth. Who knows? And that's just devastating to me. It's devastating. But I think these cases make us think about that more, right? Make us appreciate life. Make us, I hope, in some way, a bit better of a human. Have you heard about Justin Evans' suspicious death there in Canada? This one that broke my heart. I have not heard about Justin Evans. Where did it happen? Because that's the problem up here, right? You don't hear about other provinces. You only hear about your province. Patricia. Oops. That is heartbreaking. Gacy got away with it for so long time for the same damn reason. I'd like to think we've changed. All comes down to whether parents advocate or not. Yep. Crimes Untangled. Really quickly, can you give me a breakdown of Bree Kuhn? I've been sucked down in the P. Diddy hole. Bree was in the Navy. Her husband was also believe in the Navy. I could be speaking wrong. Somebody correct me if I am. He wanted to take the kids and take them to his family's house. He wanted to get away from her. She wouldn't let him have the kids. She locked him out of the house. Cops were at the house twice in the same day. Then he tried to go into the house. She then decided to unalive him while he was on the 911 call. You can actually hear the gunshots, and he says, she shot me. That's the gist of it. She admitted that she shot him, but she said it was domestic violence syndrome. So she's given off the same excuse as our crackhead. Sorry. Jesus, do you see me jump? My phone just started talking to me for no reason. Oh, my heart's still working. Absolutely no reason. My phone just started talking to me. Oh. Yeah, they don't telecast trials in Canada, right? Is it a British Crown thing? Yes and no, because our privacy laws are so tight, right? They don't want people to see how easy they are on crime. They don't want people to see how badly victims are treated. If that was televised, oh my goodness, if it was televised, things would change. Things would change. That is literally the kind of crap that makes me lose faith in humanity. There are some surprisingly feral, vile, and selfish people out there. I just want to go to Irene. Yeah. Ian Runkle talks about this all the time. He wants them televised. Of course, he's a defense attorney. Ian Runkle reminds me of the one actor in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. I like Ian Runkle. When I jumped, did I make you jump? That just scared. I'm a scaredy cat, though, guys. I am a scaredy cat. I will admit it. Shraz, I came from a family that never discussed anything uncomfortable, but we look like the cleavers to the outsiders. I agree, Armand. I agree. I don't know what's going on, Sky. I've checked and I don't have anything on, so it must be YouTube. The elf with the blonde hair, the long blonde hair. That Ian Runkle. That's how the whole pulls you in because of how many celebs are connected to him. Rumors are now resurfacing, and his involvement in Aaliyah's death. Wow. Same here. My family's full of waspy pretenders that cared more about what everyone outside thought more than handling what was happening on the inside. Seems like we all have some of that in our families, right? My mother was good like that. She outside, she'd be so sweet and everybody just thought she was the nicest person. And inside the house, oh, it was evil. Nobody talked about anything unpleasant. Could you, like some of us when we were younger, could you imagine if we had YouTube back then? If we had communities like this back then? It was Trisha's hole being stinky. I've already done that one. I adore my mother, but she was avoidant. But they also were brought up that way, right? Too. I'm glad you adore your mother. I do not adore mine. I do not. Took too many beatings from that woman to adore her. Irene says, I remember when my uncle was in jail. My mother, do not tell anyone about this. I'd roll my eyes. Lady, you think other people's kids don't go to jail or fire camp, as Granny called it? Fire camp. Yeah. They just got on a little vacation. It's in the country of Slammer. I saw it for a fraction of a second. You zapped it before I could even find my... Did I miss a comment that... Because usually it'll show in Streamlabs. Oh, Shay, I would hope you don't have the same type of mother I had. I don't wish that on anybody. Like I said, I left home when I was 15. I started working at the little bingo hall, and minimum wage back then was $3.25 an hour, and my rent was $250, $275, something like that. I can't quite remember. It was in the 200s. I still went to school. I worked in the evenings. I did my school work at work on my break, and I rented a 1-bedroom apartment, and I never looked back. Never looked back. I jumped a couple of times by surprise when my sister's pets came up unseen and looked at me or nudged me with a... Yeah, I was a little jumpy. That phone set me off for some reason. No. Tracy says, I left at 16, graduated at 17, and worked at Burger King and the petrified forest and lived in a motel room. Yeah, my apartment was just nasty. I did everything was secondhand. Like people that knew I was leaving, they would give me something. It was just, but I'm telling you, it was so mismatched. It was so nasty, but I never had something more beautiful at the same time because I had peace. I had quiet. I knew I wasn't going to walk around the corner and wear a pot. You know, it was the most beautiful thing I ever had at the same time. Thank you. Thank you. Irene says, at Patricia Burns, for real though, almost every kid and you had an uncle or cousin in jail. I'm not condoning this, but it was so strange to me, the secrecy. People were really afraid other people would look down on them, right? It shows still unless a mod decides to hide it. If nothing happens, I think everyone can see it, but it gets delayed and maybe posted out of context. It's a pain. I don't understand why it's going on. They have programs for offenders to help rehabilitate called fire camps. Camps are in the mountains and they learn to put out fires. That's going to help, right? I left at 16, joined the Army at 17, was jump qualified before I was 18, and a combat veteran before I was 19. And I thank you for your service, Sky. The point of it is to alert us to words that could get her channel demonetized. Oh. I see. Sorry, Patricia. It's sad the things we have all in common, but I believe it has made us stronger and more caring for others because of it. I agree with that, Tracy. Some people could go opposite, right? Some people could go opposite. And I'm glad that I raised my son and I never laid a hand on him. I never did any of that. It's just both my brothers were in jail and both were addicts, and both died of ODs, and I have got bullied for it. And you got bullied for it, Patricia. I'm sorry for your brothers that you lost them. I believe the generation ours have more morals and worth ethics. Yeah. The younger generation, not so much. Exactly. No one should be bullied. No. Oh no, that's heavy, Patricia Burns. I'm sorry you were bullied and losing both your brothers. Yeah, that's just not right. Tracy and our parents thought we were slackers and did their all the way back, I suppose. Yeah. Wow, this one went. I'm glad that we have a place to talk about this, and I'm glad people feel safe enough to tell their stories. I truly am. Yeah, kids are cruel. Absolutely, they are. And you were a kid still when it happened. That's just sad. I'm so sorry, Patricia. People shouldn't have to go through that. So do I, Shay. So do I. I wish there was a place for me to go and know that I wasn't alone. Because, listen, I have a sister. She did not get treated the same way. It was very hard. It was very hard. Like, I know this is materialistic, and I don't mean to sound materialistic, but it's just an example. I woke up most Christmas mornings, to a tree full of gifts for my sister. There would be one thing under that tree for me, and that's not exaggerating. One thing. And it would be a pair of Christmas pajamas. And I was the oldest, and then her. So from the Christmas I can remember till 15 years when I left, it was like that every Christmas. We aren't responsible for what happened to us as children, but we are responsible trying to fix it. Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's how I was brought up. So when I am very, I just don't like that. If I see people out in a shopping center and they've got two kids and they're being really mean to one, but I call it out. I shouldn't, but I do. OMG, Rochelle, that is so intentional. Oh my God, that's so mean. Yep. So my grandfather, when he was alive, he couldn't really make up for Christmases because there was so many of us grandchildren and it would look fair. But the story I told you where my grandfather would come on my birthday, take me out of school, spend the day with me, and then take me back to school so my mom would never know. That's That's why he did that. Patricia, I never got bullied for my brother's behavior, but I'd get side-eyed by teachers and parents. I know who you are, young lady. I know what your brother did. That's sad. I feel left out. Born with a silver spoon, went to college in London, Paris, and Cambridge, Massachusetts. Did well at my job. Now hooked on courtroom trials. Can I still be? You are more than welcome to be a part of the coffee crew, Armand. You are a part of the coffee crew. Don't have to have a sad story. I am very happy for you. I'm very happy. And I don't see that as something you should definitely not be ashamed of. I think you should own that and be just amazing. It's amazing to me. Because you know what? That was my history. That's not now. I have not until my early 20s, I had a chip on my shoulder. I did. But after, I would say 22, 23, I'm like, no. That was my childhood. I'm now on my own. I own this. I own this story forward. She has nothing to do with this story forward. So I am, that is awesome, Armand. You are more than welcome here. Rochelle, that was a horrible person. My kids had wonderful Christmas, all my kids. Now I love all of them. I have 7. Yep, that's just what I was so used to, right? Yeah, Shay says, Armand, of course, if you still love us, absolutely. Everyone is welcome. Irene says, my granny was the biggest supporter and always bailed me out. She also had me serving drinks at her poker parties. Nice, granny. Yeah. Yeah, Armand, I never leave you out. Never. Patricia Burns, I have a few regrets about the way I treated a few people when I was young. I was bullied and I tried to bully others to keep from being bullied. Messed up dynamic. Vicious circle, right, Shrez? But you know the difference between like your comment there, to some people, they never own what they've done, right? You recognize it. You recognize it, and that's the best part of it. Shay says, Mrs. Skytroop, have only had 3 sessions, but I have finally had joy and hope in my life because of them. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, guys, I really, again, I'm just going to say, I appreciate every single one of you. The dynamics, the different dynamics and the different stories that we bring to this community. It's amazing. Like, it truly is. Because we don't know, there might be someone that's lurking that hears some of our chats, hears some of the things that we're talking about, and feels welcome enough to come in. And I want them to know they are more than welcome to be in this chat. It is a safe place to be. We don't pick on anybody. We don't do any of that. Tracy says, I was bullied myself, wasn't in the popular crowd, no boyfriends until after I graduated. It wasn't the best. I was a bookworm. Yes, I was. I was a bookworm, but I was embarrassed because people would want to come to your house. It's not that we didn't have a nice place and we didn't have nice things. I didn't want to be treated badly in front of friends, so I just didn't have them. I carried around that awful feeling for decades. I found 2 of them on Facebook and considered apologizing, but it feels selfish, like my wish to be forgiven would put them right. Maybe, but Shiraz, maybe the thing is you need to forgive yourself, right? I'm not saying don't, but I'm saying if they needed that from you, they would probably look you out. They would probably look for you and call you out on it. Maybe for yourself, you just did it. You just did it in a public forum. You acknowledged what you did, and you acknowledged how messed up it was. You did it in a public forum. And I'm telling you, listen, I see how you talk to people in here. I see how you talk to me, and in other communities, how you talk to people. You're a very good person. So I would say, Shiraz, just allow yourself to forgive yourself. And honestly, if those people need that from you, they will come looking for you. But for you, you need to forgive yourself. And listen, that's not who I see. That's not who I see in any of these communities. You're warm, you're welcoming. So if you need somebody to say that that's not who you are, I'll say it, because I don't see that from you at all. And I think you're an amazing human being. Honestly, I do. Exactly, Tracy. All you can do is forgive yourself and be a better person. We don't know what one comment could do to another person. Yeah, that's not, yeah. I've learned a lot since then. I'm not carrying guilt around too much. I was a different person then, but I did use the experience to help my daughter wade her way through it. Maybe that was a lesson that you needed to learn for your daughter. Like I said, I'm not saying you have to do anything or anything. I just want you to know I think you're an amazing human being. So, for as much as that means that, hey, Rochelle from Crime and Coffee thinks I'm an amazing human being, it does change you when you have children. Oh, Patricia Burns, I think your daughter is in my prayers. Whoa. What did I miss about Patricia? Oh, no, Patricia. My daughter is in intensive care right now. She had a tumor removed, but they opened her. They had to give her a full hysterectomy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Patricia. Well, she's in my prayers that she's going to get well. I am so sorry I missed that, Patricia. Mrs. Skytroop said something. Oh, what a night. Patricia, your daughter's in my prayers for sure. Sorry, guys, I need a drink. That doesn't sound weird at all. That doesn't sound weird. I get it. Yeah, even Tracy, everybody said, no, it doesn't sound weird. I could just, especially if she wanted children. Yep. But no, I was going to say maybe there's a little baby out there someday that is meant for her, that is going to need her. Yeah, Irene, same, right? Not weird. Not weird at all. And look, you even got Patricia, even got Sky Troop saying it makes sense to me. Yep. Well, guys, I'm going to call it an early evening. I do appreciate every single one of you. Sky has posted the Discord link. You have to copy it and put it in. And please join us on Discord. It's all hours. Somebody is bound to be there to talk if you need to talk. And Shiraz says, we all have a natural desire to have biological children. It is a real loss. Respect it and mourn for and with her. What comes next is a topic for later. Yes, I do apologize if that came across. I wasn't meaning it to come across that way. I watched that Maddie Soto interview. It was, yeah. I agree with Angers. And Patricia, I want to apologize to you if my comment was insensitive. I did not mean it to come across that way. Yes, Patricia, that's normal. You're grieving the children. She can't birth your grandchildren. Rochelle is right. In the future, may be a child that needs her, so she will adopt her mentor. I know it's hard. Yeah, and I did not mean for that to come across insensitive by any means. Yeah, I should have chose my words better. Yeah, don't let the bug bugs bite. Oh God, I would not want bug bugs. Patricia, I'm so sorry too if my comment seems to sense I'm trying to give you hope. That was where I was going. But no matter what, Patricia, you want to yell, scream, holler, whatever, and you just need somebody to hear it because you just need to let it out. By all means, if you got WhatsApp, call me on WhatsApp and you can scream, curse, whatever, just to let it out. I'll listen. Oh, I love you right back, Patricia. And I mean it. You need to scream, holler, say words that probably have never come out of your mouth just to let it out. But you need somebody to be hearing it. I will definitely be that listening. Our first inclination is to comfort and provide hope. Yeah. I will definitely be that person for you because there will be no judgment whatsoever. Yeah, Patricia Burns, I will pray. I will pray they both have healing as well as you. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Shiraz. She is lucky to have you for her mom. 100%. 100%. Because there's moms out there, Patricia would just be, they wouldn't be thinking the whole picture like you are for your daughter. And that's a blessing in itself. So she's very lucky to have you as a mom. And I'm pretty sure you feel so blessed to have her as your daughter. But before Rochelle puts her foot in her mouth again, same here, Tracy. Well, when I was going to court for what happened to me, the police had to remove her from the courthouse because she was making it about her and she was making a scene. Just give yourself and her permission to grieve and not hurry through it. She'll consider other options when she's ready. 100%. Well said again, Shiraz. Well said again. So you can sense real good moms. And Patricia, I can sense that you're an amazing mom. So. Yeah, it's coming from a good place. It is the very first thing both of them are going to hear from almost everyone they say. Yes, and I honestly I should have thought before I spoke on that one. Because it's not like poor Patricia and her daughter are been going through this for a while. This is recent, and I really should have thought my words through. So I appreciate you, Shiraz, for pointing that out to me, and I really should have. On that note, here we go again. I am going to say good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow night, and I hope everyone gets sweet, sweet dreams. I hope everyone's prayers are answered tomorrow. I will definitely be praying for every single one of yous and wishing nothing but joy and happiness. And that being said, I am going to say good night. Night, all. Thank you so much for all your support. I will see you tomorrow night.